All right, what's going on, everybody? Josh Pocock here, founder and CEO of Executive Stride. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to close your first SMMA, so social media marketing agency client, in 2022. Let's get right into it. All right, so why am I making this free training for SMMA? So to be frank, I see so many phonies in the space who never ran agencies themselves trying to regurgitate information they got from a $997 course. All right, $997. And I only respect people who have actually done what they preach. And nowadays with social media, it's so easy for anyone to put up a fake persona. All right, so I don't think I really need to explain myself too much there. If you're in the SMMA space, you've probably seen a lot of this or heard a lot about this. I've been in this space for a long time. I'll kind of get into my story real quick, give you a quick rundown. But, for the few years, I haven't even really associated with the whole SMMA thing just because I've seen so many phonies. But now I feel like it's kind of my time to share what I've learned, share my experience of growing agencies, helping clients, etc. Because there's so many people who actually haven't done that, and they're just trying to teach certain things and techniques and stuff that they haven't even tried or battle tested. So anyways, so what makes me qualified? So I've been in the online marketing space for over 5 years. I've been an entrepreneur for over almost 10 years now. Got started in door-to-door sales when I was very young, and grew sales teams that way, etc. I won't get into all of that in this video, but I started my full-service marketing agency called utopianmarketing.io, so you can check that out. And we did website design, SEO, paid ads, all that good stuff. And it took over 6 months for me to actually sign my first client. And that was because I was doing everything myself and learning through trial and error and really just being a perfectionist, not taking decisive action. It was just a bunch of stuff. Didn't have a proven system. And eventually I ended up cracking the code for generating appointments. And, I was getting some appointments afterwards. After I got my first client, we were doing okay, but it was really dry. Then I cracked the code using a strategy on LinkedIn. And that enabled us to scale our agency very, very quickly from up to 40K per month within the next 4 months. And I began having my clients that I was signing, because I was signing a lot of B2B clients at that time, asking, what are you doing for your LinkedIn system? Like, how are you getting all these leads, these appointments? So long story short, I started offering it as a service, and it was so unique. It was an irresistible offer that we had. It was, not too many people in the whole SMMA space were kind of focused on that. That was just probably one of the reasons why I kind of ended up distancing myself from that space. And it actually became our primary offer, and we were able to scale it to 100K per month for our business. And, through that time too, we also transitioned with the LinkedIn offer to under the brand executivestride.com. So Utopian Marketing still is our marketing agency in terms of doing paid advertising, SEO, all that good stuff for clients, which we do still run. But our main focus now is what I'm about to get into. But long story short, eventually LinkedIn actually started cracking down on outreach on the platform and limited its daily outflow from 100 connection requests per day to 10, right? So you could actually only send 400 connection requests per month. And that drastically affected our business, and this was also at the same time as just around the time when the pandemic was starting. So there was a bunch of stuff going on, and, we decided at that point to completely revamp our business and offer. And we started helping our clients with their whole business and not just specifically generating leads on LinkedIn. And we realized that if you have all your eggs in one basket and you just rely on one strategy, you actually don't technically have a business. I mean, maybe you can say you have a business, but you're actually just a one-trick pony. And at any single time, one of these social networks or whatever, if they change one little thing or something happens to that one egg in that one basket, you're screwed. All right. So we've actually been building this system for a long time before the pandemic happened, before all this, before we actually were forced to kind of think about switching and making our offers. But like, this is something that we've been working on, but this is when it really just pushed us over the edge and made us go full force on this new solution. And it's basically become a fully built business growth engine and accelerator. we first started off really helping our clients optimize their sales process, dial in their CRM, all this stuff. I'm not going to get into all that right now. That's for another video. But eventually, you know, now it is a full-grown business accelerator, a turnkey solution where we plug our clients in, and it gets way better results than anything we've ever offered before, anything I've ever sold before. It's just, once you have something that is so good in the marketplace, it's such a great offer, you don't even really have to sell it. Like, it just really sells itself, which is the beauty about setting things up right? So if you're watching this video and you're searching for how to close your first SMMA client, chances are, you know, maybe some of that flew over your head, or maybe it's like, okay, yeah, I get it. That's great. But how do I close my first client? How did you actually do it? How should I do it? You know, the marketing landscape is consistently changing, like every single day, every single week, month, whatever. New things are popping up, new strategies, stuff is dying. So you need to be on top of the game. Before I get into actually what you need to do, just some quick pictures of our track record. Our track record is very strong. We've helped over 300 plus coaches, consultants, marketing agencies in the space. We have a bunch of different tools that we use to help our clients called the Stride Suite. I'm not going to go over all that. You can check out some of my other previous videos on my YouTube channel where I touch on all that. But if you're ready to start a social media marketing agency, SMMA, in 2022, now is the best time. All right. There are more businesses than ever right now looking for social media marketing and marketing strategy, and that means there are plenty of opportunities out there for anyone who wants to get started today. Now, of course, when I'm saying this, you need the right strategy, so I'm going to get into that very shortly. But while it can be intimidating at first, you know, maybe you never started a business before, you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you see all these young guys online making all this money. How do I do it, right? Maybe you're in high school still, or maybe you're older, maybe you're in your 30s. That's fine. You can still do this. And learning how to close your first SMMA client is not as hard as it seems, all right? What I like to say typically is your first client almost is a lot harder, like, to close your first client than it is to scale to 10K a month or 20K or 30K or 50K. Because once you get that ball rolling, you get the momentum, you understand the process, it's actually quite simple. You know, it's quite simple, somewhat easy. Obviously, it's still a lot of hard work, but that first thing, you know, a lot of people quit before they even get a client, right? So that is really the first thing. And in this video, we'll go over what actually makes closing your client, your first sale, different from prospecting and closing other types of clients, and why, you know, having verbal scripts and you know, sales scripts on hand can help make sure that your pitch sounds natural, what not to do when asking for someone if they want your services or to buy your services, and how to be resourceful when trying something new, trying to get new clients, and a lot more. All right. So in today's online landscape, there are more businesses than ever, like I said, looking to get help with their marketing. And you know, there's more businesses than ever. This means that if you provide the right service, you have the right offer, it's priced at the correct price point, and it really just resonates with that target market, you'll have no problem finding clients. You don't need investors or a ton of money to start. You can literally start from nothing. You can bootstrap this. When I first started, when I was, you know, younger, I made a lot of money doing, you know, sales teams, this and that. Long story short, I was not the smartest with my money, so I actually bootstrapped my agency, over 5 years ago, just running off of free trials, you know, free trial softwares and this and that. It was hard, right? That's another reason it took so long. So if you have some cash in the bank, you're already have an advantage over where I was back then. Plus, you get, you know, this video and stuff, so you'll get to learn some of this stuff, some of my the stuff I wish I knew back then, right? So it doesn't have to be a full-time job either, at the start at least, but you can work at home or on weekends. Now, guys, if you're just looking to sit back and get rich quick, there is no get rich quick. I'm telling you right now, if you're a young person, you see all these people with Lambos, this and that. All right, guys, it takes a lot of work regardless. All right. So if you're looking to get your first client, right, I'm just letting you know, before you embark on this, you better be committed. It takes a lot of work. All right. So yes, you can do this part-time to start off if you need to, you know, have your job that you're currently working at to pay off bills or this and that. But especially if you're young and you have nothing to lose, guys, like, you really should be committed to this, because I'm telling you right now, regardless of what your parents say, regardless of what anyone says, the school, this, that, whatever, or even if you're older, regardless of what any limiting belief you have is, you can do it, right? You don't need any specific qualification. You don't need to go to school or this and that. I never, went to university or anything like this. It was never for me. I got started as an entrepreneur during high school, at the end of high school. So you don't need anything special. You just really have to be resourceful, be smart. Obviously there's maybe some talents that you that allows people to get a little bit of an edge that are God-given or whatever, or they develop through different life experiences, obviously. But at the same time, you can do it, right? Anyways, so there are many different methods to prospect for clients. So now we're going to talk about some of the methods and the funnels. So there are many different methods to prospect your clients. You can use social media, of course, cold calling, networking, inbound marketing, paid ads. There's pros and cons to each method, which we will discuss a bit in this video, and that can help you make an informed decision on what you should use. So I'll go over a few of them and I'll tell you what you should start off with when starting, right? Paid ads. So this is the paid ad traffic inside sales funnel. This is a funnel that we plug our clients into once they're ready to scale with paid ads. Now, when you're first starting out and you're trying to get your first client, you will not be using paid ads. I do not recommend that, because paid ads means that you should have already solved for product market fit. If you don't know what solving for product market fit is, what's product market fit? What's all this crazy lingo? Don't worry. It's actually very simple. It's basically, long story short, there's a few different other variables, but mainly it's, having a great understanding of your niche and your offer, and getting a proof of concept that you're able to prove that your niche resonates with your offer. So you've been able to sell it, all right, at a profitable amount, so your pricing is okay, and the economics behind everything, the amount you're spending on advertising or prospecting to acquire a client, is a great enough profit for you, and it's priced correctly, and the prospect wants it, and then that allows you, once you have that kind of solved, and there's a few other variables, but those are some of the main ones, then it allows you to scale, which then you can run paid ads. Oh, also too, the delivery is good, so you can get your clients good results, you can get case studies, and then you can use those case studies as well to put back on your marketing assets. All right, so I know if you're just maybe starting out in social media marketing and you're hearing all this, me talk really quickly and say all this, it may be a little confusing, or it may be a little whatever. It's okay. You can watch this video back slowly if you like, or just bear with me. Just stay with me here and just keep watching. Subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, because I'm going to be making more videos on social media marketing agencies. And some of them will be a little bit more beginner friendly. Some of them are going to get more and more advanced. So the more you watch, the more you're going to get accustomed to the lingo, to marketing lingo, business, thinking like an actual business person, and all this good stuff. Anyway, so that's paid ads. Next funnel is outbound prospecting. So this is one of my favorite funnels, just because it's so easy, it's so cost efficient, especially when you're first starting. So this is where you will be starting. The third funnel, there is actually 4. I don't have the 4th one here, but the third funnel right here is the multi-step automated funnel to high ticket inside sales. We're not going to go over that one. That's not even advanced, but it's just not, you don't need to know that right now. But the funnel that you would be focusing on to start out is either, actually the 4th funnel could be of use to you as well, but they're very similar. So I'll just kind of tell you, there's the outbound prospecting funnel to inside sales, or outbound prospecting to inside sales funnel, and then inbound prospecting to inside sales funnel. So if you don't know the difference between outbound versus inbound, outbound prospecting means you're doing some sort of outreach, whether it be a cold email, a cold call, Facebook DM, an Instagram DM, Twitter, whatever, right? So that's outbound. Inbound is something where you would be like, you have your social media profiles optimized on like LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever you are, and then you're ideally, sometimes just having it optimized is good enough. But if you're creating content, you're going to get eyeballs and attention on your content. You can also use TikTok, of course. And inbound traffic means people are reaching out to you and inquiring about your service. This could also be coming from SEO, but that's of course a long-term strategy. So inbound is super valuable. And I suggest, even when you're first starting out, but first of all, make sure your outbound is dialed in. That's the main thing. You need to be doing numbers every single day. But also too, right off the bat, once you start dialing your outbound, which we'll talk about, then make sure your inbound is set up correctly. So make sure you're actually optimizing your profiles. Make sure you're posting. All right. Don't be afraid to post content, guys. Don't be afraid to use YouTube. Don't be afraid to do anything. All right. Don't be a perfectionist. Just take action. Trust me. You'll learn as you go. And yeah, so if you get started now, inbound, building a brand and doing inbound marketing, it's a bit of more of a long-term strategy. So the sooner you get started, the better. Anyways, here's an example of setting up social media profiles for success. Here's an example on LinkedIn. I know the images are a bit small, guys, but I'll do more videos in the future on some of these stuff in depth. Plus, I've already done a lot of videos on my channel. You can check out some of them as well in the past where I cover a lot of this stuff. But profile image, cover image, headlines, services provided, about summary, featured links and medias, all this good stuff. This is on LinkedIn, but a lot of the same principles can be applied to all the other platforms. All right. So now we'll talk about a few of the different daily outreaches that you can be making. And I'll also give you some bonus ones that aren't listed here. So LinkedIn outreach, even though I mentioned before, like LinkedIn, they have their limits and this and that, LinkedIn is still one of the best places to find B2B clients. All right. So if you're marketing to businesses, which a lot of you are, most of you are, like as a marketing agency, right? But B2B companies are really prevalent on LinkedIn. You're also going to find, other B2C companies, but I tend to find B2B people are a little bit more active. Depends on the niche. It depends on the niche, right? So LinkedIn is still super, super valuable. You just have to do it with content. So posting content on LinkedIn, obviously you can, still connect with people, this and that, or scale it with multiple accounts. All right. Anything you do outbound, you want to scale it with multiple accounts and also with Filipinos. So if you don't know about hiring people in the Philippines, we've been working with the Philippines for over literally right when we started, we pretty much got into it. So almost 5 years now, just under 5 years, we've been working with them. And once we started actually working with them, that's really as well. Like when we implemented the whole LinkedIn thing is really when, just before that is when we really started working with the Philippines. And we have team members that have been with us for a very long time. We pay them good. They work really hard. And it's just great. They're their English is amazing. So if you don't know how to hire people in the Philippines, I've made a few videos talking about it, but we actually do that for our clients. We have one of the tools within the Stride suite is called stridestaff.com. So we have a pool of all of our applicants and Filipinos that have worked with us over the years and applied with us, and we vet them a certain way, get them to do certain test tasks, etc. And we actually place them within our clients' companies and all that good stuff. So if you want to learn more about that, you can definitely book a call down below. But the second is daily outreach number 2, which is cold emails. And by the way, too, just as a side note, if you want to go about doing that yourself in obviously that's going to cost a little bit of money. Like you can use stuff like Fiverr, Upwork. There's Freelancer, and onlinejobs.ph. There's a bunch, but you can just check some of them out. But if you want our expert help on actually doing all that for you, as well as training them, which is like some of the main stuff, then you can definitely reach out to us. But second is cold email. So I've done a bunch of videos on the cold email strategy that we implement, but we use a tool called StrideLeads.com. Obviously our clients get plugged into this, and we scale cold email very, very aggressively with multiple accounts, multiple domains, and it is very, very effective. And within Stride Leads, we have auto warming up, so to make sure deliverability is actually getting delivered to their inbox. Right now, guys, I want you to understand every single platform in terms of outbound prospecting. When you're doing it and you're setting up these systems, just keep in mind everything is cracking down, right? Every platform is cracking down. They want you to pay for ads. So ideally, they don't want you doing organic methods, right? So we're kind of doing some growth hacking stuff here, but I'm just telling you what all this stuff is. You don't need to be doing all this stuff that I'm showing you to get one client. I'm showing you a bunch of stuff, and at the end, I'll tell you what you should focus on, right? But I'm just showing you kind of an overview, a high-level overview, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. But writing copy that converts, so writing your copy, crafting copy that really just lights your prospect up like a Christmas tree. Obviously, you have a great, irresistible offer. So that's what we help our clients off with first, is solving product market fit. Then we do think like a multimillionaire. So programming your, removing your limiting beliefs. Then we reverse engineer your high converting assets. Then we do implement advanced inbound or outbound prospecting and paid advertising. So we have a whole 6-step Stride system. Also, too, guys, if you're enjoying this video so far, please leave a like and comment down below. Also, I'm going to be dropping a 6-day challenge on our 6-step stride method. It's going to be called the Accelerate Your Stride Challenge to help you get the resources you need to know to scale to 100K per month. And that will be dropping very soon. So make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications, because I'm telling you right now, and I promise you, if you bought a course for like $9.97 or even some of the 3K, 5K, 10K programs, this free program, it's 100% free, 100% free, nothing is like literally 100% free. It's going to be more valuable than a lot of them, if not, you know, a very good chunk. So make sure to stay up to date for that. I may even leave like a early access link in the description where you can opt in. I actually may do that now because I already built out the landing page. So if you do want to get early access, you won't be able to get access the course yet and the program, the challenge, but you will be able to opt in. I don't know how long I'll have it up for 100% free. I may it's going to be free, but I don't know if I may, you know, limit access at a certain point. But here is the landing page, accelerateyourstride.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. It goes over our 6-step stride process, but the challenge is going to be happening very soon. So I'll leave a link in the description below. All you do is just opt in, add your first name, last name, email, phone number. All right. And then once it drops, we'll make sure to text you and email you, or one of the two, the link to access the challenge. All right. So that's just a side note. And that will really help you too as well if you want to get your first SMMA client. Next is Tofu, Mofu, Bofu assets. And all this stuff I'm talking about here, I'm going to talk I'll look very in depth within the 6-day Accelerate Your Stride Challenge. So here are Tofu, Mofu, Bofu assets. So if you don't know what Tofu, Mofu, Bofu is, it's top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. And this is assets. So I'm not going to dive through and go through this diagram. We're going to do that in the actual challenge. But basically, starting to set up specific assets in your business, certain funnels, certain video sales letters, all these certain things will help you convert your actual sales. All right. Now, all this stuff I'm showing you too, don't think you need this to get your first SMMA client. All you need to get your first SMMA client is just one booked appointment. You get one booked appointment, you have a good sales script, you can close your SMMA client. You don't need any single thing. You don't even need a website, but trust me, guys, you're going to want this stuff eventually. So I'm just giving you the grand scheme of things. I know right now you may be really just focused on that one client, but you know, trust me, guys, this training is going to be valuable for you to actually, you know, get your first client, but then actually know what to do next. Okay. So we're almost done. I want to make this video not too long. So volume. So yes, copywriting and targeting is extremely important, but if you want to pack your calendar, you need to be doing numbers. Just like door-to-door sales, the more doors you knock, the more sales you will make. And sales scripts are crucial to giving yourself the best chance at getting the sale. So we need to make sure that you have a script prepared. All right. Even if you're a professional salesperson, which if you're just starting out, there's not a good chance that you probably are. But even if you're a professional, maybe you did some sales in the past or whatever, you need a sales script. Even to this day, when I'm on a sales call, which, you know, even my top sales guys on my sales team, I'll tell them that you need to have the sales script at least pulled up beside you. Now, you don't have to read it verbatim. Eventually, you're going to internalize it, but I want them to have it there. It has the objections there. It has all this stuff just in case, all right? Just in case, right? So I could completely do sales calls without no sales script and close a bunch of deals, but I like to practice what I preach as well. So to use a sales script, or to use a script, is simple. Just follow a good sales framework. All right. So maybe in the future, I'll maybe talk about actually how to do, you know, some sales calls and scripting and all this stuff. We give our clients access to the Executive Stride Master Sales Script, which is 80+ pages. It is the best sales script probably. Okay. Obviously I'm biased, but it's very good. It says the best sales script in the world, but it's a plug and play template. It's very, very detailed, guys. So it's like literally all you would ever need. You would never need another sales script pretty much. You could pretty much use that to sell anything for the rest of your life, unless some like drastic thing changes and, you know, whatever. Obviously we're always improving it, right? So it is what it is, but it is very good, right? So anyways, so to use a script, like I said, it's simple. You need to have a good framework and then memorize the crap out of it. All right. You need to be saying it in the mirror, look in the mirror, just keep saying it every single day. Just like drill your sales script. That's what you need to do. And if you're a salesperson working for a marketing agency, you really need to do the same. And this is also going to help you too once you actually get your first few clients and you're able to actually scale your agency and you need to hire sales reps. This will help you because you'll know how to train your reps. And the more times you do this, the easier it will be for you to remember what comes next in the conversation, and everything will be fluent, all that great stuff. And you won't have to. The one thing you don't want to sound like is that you're reading off a script. You don't want to sound like a robot or that you're reading off a script. You want to sound confident, relaxed, coming from the abundance mindset. You don't want to sound needy or pushy. And those are just a few key pointers for doing sales. We have our advanced sales script process. So it's a detailed diagram that goes with our 80 plus page sales script. Certain niches and certain offers, it's not going to be 80 pages. Like 80 pages also, I believe, includes the objections and all this stuff. So it's not like, some huge just word vomit, right? It's actually very detailed and systemized in a certain specific way. Also, too, a lot of the start is going over things that you need to be doing before the sale. Anyways, so learn to be resourceful and creative when it comes to getting your first sale. So learn to be resourceful and creative when it comes to getting your first sale. Make use of your social media channels, like I said, as well as your current networks. Like if you really just aren't getting results from doing your prospecting, even reach out to some people in your network if they run businesses. And social media is a very important tool for any modern business owner. Any social network can be a great way to drum up business too. So even like stuff like Pinterest or, wherever, Twitter, even those, just get on everything, in my opinion, and just post content, put valuable content out, focus on adding value, and then also just make sure you're scaling your outflow. So cold email, I did a video on cold email where you set up multiple domains, you buy domains off of either G Suite or Zoho, you set them up in Stride Leads. It's very, very simple, and you can scale that so you're doing at least 500, 1,000 outflows a day minimum. You need to be doing outflows, guys, right? You need to be doing outflows, especially when you're starting. Even if you don't have capital to buy Stride Leads, which is very cheap, or any little email software. If you have nothing, you're flat broke, you need to manually go on your phone or go on your computer, go to Facebook groups where your niche will be in. So if you're targeting med spas, or if you're targeting chiropractors, or if you're targeting coaches, whatever the case may be, you go into specific groups on Facebook that have those words in them, chiropractor founders or chiropractic mastery or whatever experts, and you go into them and you start adding people, and then you message them, you DM them, and you have a DM script based on what they would want. You either offer them something of value, or maybe even if you really have to, a free trial or whatever the case may be, if you really need to. But that's pretty much it. And guys, getting the first client to say yes sometimes isn't always easy, especially if you don't have sales experience. It takes time, it takes education and patience and hustle and hard work and dedication, right? Like I said from the start, not everyone's cut out to be an entrepreneur. Almost, I think over 80 or 90% of entrepreneurs and businesses fail, right? So if you're embarking on this journey, I'm telling you right now, I believe in you. You can do it. It doesn't matter what your parents say. It doesn't matter what your limiting beliefs or anything, any environment around you. You can do it as long as you actually develop yourself. And if you're not that type of person who can succeed, you need to develop yourself into that type of person that can succeed. That's why step 2 of our 6-step stride system is thinking like a multimillionaire. You need to reprogram your brain. You need to hypnotize yourself, if you're not that person, to become that self, and you will become that self. It's all about manifestation. It's a very real thing. Anyways, so, and it does show itself in business, right? Anyways, so the client says no, don't give up. Don't give up if the client says no. Keep following up, sending emails, pitching new ideas. Don't be afraid to ask them why they said no so you can improve your pitch in the future, all right? Be transparent, all right? And don't be nervous on the calls. I know sometimes the first few calls you may be nervous, but you need to view yourself as the authority. You need to view yourself that you have 100 clients and you don't know if you can take on the next client, even if you have 0 clients. Because if you go on the call and you're like, oh my God, I really need the sale, your neediness and your scarcity mindset is going to ooze through the phone. All right. They're going to be like, oh my God, this person is not a professional. He's not an authority. I do not want to work with them. But if you're someone that's coming from the mindset of you're the selector, you're the person that needs to qualify, they need to qualify themselves to you in order to work from you and get your services. They will want to work for you. I've been on calls, and a lot of my sales reps too, where we're like, hey, I don't know if it's a good fit. Like, we will turn down people. We'll be like, hey, we don't know if it's a good fit. And sometimes they'll start qualifying themselves saying, no. And actually, I am doing this. Like, I really am serious about this. I want to And, sometimes we're still like, hey, no, it's not a good fit. But sometimes we're like, okay, great. And then it ends up being a sale, and they're like, okay, no, I'm serious. I actually am a good fit. And then they prove it. And we're like, okay, great. So anyways, just a few other things, just a few extra bonuses to splice on top of things, just to kind of show you what to look forward to once you actually get your first few clients, you start scaling up, and you're ready to accelerate your stride. You're going to want to delegate tasks and build an elite team. So like I said, the Philippines is the best bet in my opinion. If you need help with that, like I said, reach out. I'll leave links in the description below. You can go to executivestride.com/quiz, fill out an application, speak to myself or someone from the team. You can also join our free communities at stridecommunity.com. I'll leave a link to that. And like I said, I'm going to be going a lot more of this stuff in depth in our 6-day challenge. You're going to want to start developing your SOPs. So we give our clients an SOP library. So basically, this will allow you to trim the fat in your business and automate things. So SOPs are standard operating procedures. They're basically like guides or tutorials that are very detailed. So any single task in your business can be handed off to literally, anyone, any team member, like someone in the Philippines, an assistant, and they could do that for you. And this is like your business playbook, so if you ever were to sell your business, you can literally hand over a manual to someone on how to run your business. Think about how much value that actually adds to your agency. Hey, here, you want to buy the business? Well, here's a fully built out manual, a turnkey solution to run the business. All right. The more work you can alleviate off of someone. This goes for clients. This goes for, if you're trying to sell your business or anything, if you can alleviate a lot of the work and the workload, it's going to be very, very easy. That's what we do with our clients. We eliminate all the workflow. We literally just give them everything, our full IP, our intellectual property, our full business strategy. It was like, here, plug and play into it. Anyways, so remove and automate and delegate. So we'll show you how to trim the fat, automate your business using workflows, integrations, all that great stuff. I'll make more videos of that in the future. Sales rep hiring, video sales letters. So this is just an example, but anytime you're hiring people, using a hiring funnel with a video sales letter, recruiting application form, we show you how to set all that up, as well as we give our clients a sales rep ramping Bible with over videos, and it's over 80 pages. So this allows you to hire and train new reps in 2 weeks with our full ramping Bible. And we have stuff like this, like sales rep ramping curriculum, which is our online portal, literally just to train your sales reps, your internal team, and a sales rep ramping calendar, sales rep tracking dashboard. We have all that type of stuff for pretty much any position you can think of. Customer success manager, boom, got you. And whatever like key positions, virtual assistant positions, appointment setters, we have trainings for that. So we will literally, you can either use our trainings and just say, hey, this Executive Stride is our partner, or you can just, copy what the training was we made are and just, remake them yourself and then use those to train your team. So either way works. And then every step is mapped out, guys. So if you work with us, if you decide to work with us, every single step is mapped out for marketing, hiring, sales templates, tools, and implementation. I'm going to go over a lot more of our system in the future. I already made a lot of videos so far, so you can check out our website as well as the YouTube channel, as well as a bunch of different resources. Get acquainted with it, sign up for our newsletters, sign up for the Accelerate Your Stride program. It's free, right? So this is 100% free. There's no excuse. As well as the Stride community. It's a free Discord and free Facebook group. Start by signing up for those. And if you actually like it and you think that we can actually add value, then maybe it's worth to actually get it on the phone and see if we're a good fit. If not, no worries. I'm posting these videos not to try to sell you on anything, but to add value, because there's so many people just saying things that I know doesn't work. All right. So the Stride Accelerator, this is our done for you coaching and training program with templates, tools, elite software. And I don't believe in just selling like a course or anything like that. If you're going to just sell a course to someone, especially for someone that, no, not throwing shade on anyone, but I am, if you're going to just sell a course for like 10K, 15K, your clients aren't going to get results because they're not actually, most people aren't going to implement it. So we combine everything, all the best worlds into one, done for you coaching and course models all into one. So you get the best of all worlds. Here's kind of what our program looks like. If you decide to work with us, week 1, we work on your foundations first. Week 2, mindset mastery. Week 3, high converting assets. Week 4, prospecting mastery. Week 5, sales mastery. Week 6, systems that scale. Week 7, advertising firestorm, and week 8, course creation. So in conclusion, the world is moving towards social media marketing, and there's no better time now to get on it. If you have the right skills, you can make a lot of money by starting your own SMMA, whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or just looking for something new in life, looking to change your life. Now is the perfect time to get started. If you want our help to get your calendar looking like this, over 100 plus qualified booked appointments as an example in 1 week. This is, how we've been able to scale. This was all organic as well. We do run paid ads as well, but you can scale organic to very, very high, but obviously you're eventually going to want to use paid ads. But, if you want more information on this stuff, it looks like we could help you, then definitely book a call, executivestride.com/quiz. And there was one other thing I was going to say. I think, okay, well, if I remember, I'll just make another video on it. But anyways, that is all for this video, guys. This is showing you how to close your first SMMA client. I'm going to make more videos if you're kind of like, this is maybe not as tactical as I'd like. Okay, I'm giving you a high-level overview and information that you can hopefully work on and improve. I've made tactical videos on my YouTube page already, so don't comment down below saying something like that before you actually go on the videos and actually look for those videos. I'll try to leave maybe a couple in the description. Like I've done a full, like 3 or 4 or 5 videos going full in depth on the email system we use. So you could literally just use that to get started. Or just like even the Facebook strategy I just said, go into Facebook groups, add people, boom, boom, boom. There it is, right? So you need to be doing outflow. That's the bottom line. If you want your first client, I'm telling you right now, don't worry about anything else but your outflow. Don't worry about anything else. If you're focused on anything else, like, okay, you can focus on other stuff, but you must have that baseline of maybe like doing at least 1,000 outflows a day or something along those lines. And I promise you, literally, even if you did 1,000 outflows, I would have to do the math and see what the, whatever. But if you did 1,000 outflows for even just 30 days, I'm telling you, you're going to get some booked calls and you're going to get some clients as long as you can close the sale. All right. You're going to get it. So it's all about numbers, all about outflow. Don't stop. Don't get discouraged if you're not getting appointments. A lot of people I see say, oh, why is this not working? I've been doing this for 2 weeks. I've been doing outflow and I've been getting no appointments. That is what outbound prospecting is. You will start for 2 weeks and things are getting ramped up. You're learning, and you're probably not going to book anything. All right. You may book a couple. Maybe you already have a proven copywriting script or this or that. Maybe you have a proven system. Maybe you're working with us. And in that case, you may just hit everything right from the get-go. But lots of the times, especially if you're doing this all by yourself, it's going to take a while. But I'm telling you, that is part of the process. Just stick to it and you'll be okay. All right. So other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your comments down below. If you're new to this channel, like I said, my name is Josh Pocock. I upload videos every single day on this channel about SMMA, different tools, reviews, guides, literally everything about digital marketing, entrepreneurship, growing your business, mindset, mentality, all these great stuff, living a better life to improve yourself, improve your business, and, just be more awesome. So if you like this, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Let me know if there's any other videos you want me to make. Like I said, again, I'm telling you, this is a 100% free challenge. It doesn't cost anything. I literally could charge $1,000 for this. I promise you I could charge $1,000 for this and I'd sell it and it'd be 100% ethically. I wouldn't, a lot of people do this and sell this for even more. But I'm telling you, I'm giving this away for free. This is just a smidgen of what the value our actual clients get, but I'm telling you, you will be very, very impressed. So accelerateyourstride.com. I'll leave a link to that below. You can opt in to get early access right when this challenge drops. And then also to stridecommunity.com. I'll leave a link to that. 100% free Discord and Facebook group. You can network with people, get some different, ask questions, whatever. There's a lot of stuff I post in there that I don't post on YouTube. And then yeah, if you want more information to actually work with us one-on-one on our high ticket program. And I'm telling you right now, guys, if you're not ready to invest in yourself and your business, don't even bother booking the call. Just continue watching the videos until you actually have some capital. Because right now our program is $10,000 US, and the price is likely going to raise in the future because we don't even have to sell it on calls. It's literally just, here's what it is, and everyone it's just like, okay, wow, this is good. So that's what we want to develop for you. If you have a great offer, you shouldn't have to worry so much about selling. When I did door-to-door sales and all these other sales jobs, you had to sell. It was like, you need to sell, but when it comes to stuff like this, if you have a great offer and your niche and your targeting is great and you solve for product market fit, it doesn't involve much like hard selling or anything. It's very simple, right? So anyways, besides that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, keep hustling, keep grinding, and of course, accelerate your stride.